What is up everyone? I hope you're having a wonderful day today. We're making a preset for every colour you can use in the game. Like for orange and blue too. There's quite a few colours to get through, so without wasting any more time, let's jump straight into the video. Don't forget to like, subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss another video. And leave a comment down below so I know what you guys enjoyed about the video. And any video suggestions, what I could possibly do in the future. So let's get straight into this one. Right, so we're starting off with the blue car now. I really like the blue car. So yeah, there's not much you can say about the colours, but let's make a preset for it. We're starting off with the decal. The one rule I have this video is that the primary and secondary colour both have to be the same shade. No, not the same shade. A different shade, but of the same colour. So say it's blue, the secondary colour has to either be like a lighter blue or a darker blue. Same with like red, orange, green. So yeah, let's try and find a decent decal to use. You know what? Might do streamline and make this that type of blue. I think that's pretty decent. Right, for the wheels, I've filtered it so it only comes up with the blue wheels. So let's see what wheels we'll use. I don't have that many great ones, and I think I know what ones I'm going to go for straight off the bat. Probably just go with, here they are, blue numbers. And for the boost, I think I'll just use blue standard. Yep. So I have 8 blue gold explosions, and I'll probably use I'll use countdown. So that is it. This is the blue car. It's pretty nice. Blue is probably a very strong colour to use for a car. Like, not strong as in muscular, but like, it's just simple, innit? It's quite clean. I mean, the team is literally called Blue Team, so they've obviously know what to do when it comes to like having a colour for a team. As blue is quite a decent colour, I have to admit. Let's move on to the next colour. Next colour we're using is purple. Purple's a pretty decent colour in my opinion. You can make like, not galaxy themed, but it is galaxy themed at the same time. It's pretty decent. You can just do so much with the colour purple on Rocket League, like with the different animated decals, as it's just a good colour to use. So let's create a preset. Starting off with the decal, might go with Dissolver, and then is that purple? That is pink, isn't it? Yeah. Do like a darker purple. I think that's pretty nice. I filtered the wheels so they all come up with the purple wheels, and let's see what we'll use. I ain't got that many, to be fair. I think I probably will just do, I might just keep the purple Cristianos. I think they're pretty decent. And for the boost, there isn't, oh I do have purple standard, so I keep that. 3 gold explosions, so I don't have many to choose from. Probably use powder keg, I think that's pretty decent. So that is the purple car. I think it's pretty nice. It doesn't look galaxy like what I said earlier in the video, but it's still good, as purple is a decent colour to use on the game. A lot of people use the colour purple and then they change it to like anodized as the paint finish. I've done that quite a few times. So yeah, let's move on to the next colour. The next colour is red, and I think for for the orange team, I usually use red instead of actually using orange. I don't know why. I just usually, I think the color red is better than orange because not orange is just a bit. It's just a bit dead, isn't it? Let's be real. It's just a bit dead. So red is better than orange. So I use red over orange. So let's get into creating a preset for it. Did I just whistle? Let's get into making a preset for it. No whistle this time. Starting off with the decal, I think I'll use bubbly, as I think I know what I'm going to do here. So red obviously. Maybe not, I don't think I'm going to use bubbly. Magma. This right here looks insane. That looks sick. I've done on the other times, I've filtered it so it only comes up with the red ones. I have to be honest, I might just use the crimson Cristianos, just like what I did with the purple one, but with the purple ones. Yeah, I don't think I have crimson standard, so I'm gonna have to use one of these. What are these? This one is probably the best out of all of them, I have to admit. What are they thinking that no one's gonna use that? Never mind. And for gold explosion, might as well use the black market one, are they? Might as well. So this is the red car, and the only thing with the preset what lets it down is the boost, as I don't actually have crimson standard. So this will have to do. So that boost, the boost I chose will have to do. I really like this car. I think Magma does actually suit the two colours of red. And then the crimson Cristianos, just go with it because it's red in them. So it's obviously going to go. So without wasting any more time, let's get on to creating another preset for the next colour. Right, we have orange. And as I said in the previous car, red is better than orange when you're creating a preset for the orange tea. As I feel like a red is just a stronger colour than orange. You can just do a lot more with it than orange. So yeah, there's not much you can really say. So let's get into creating a preset. The decal I'm going to use for making an orange car will be... I don't really know what to use here, you know. Dragon Lord? Or maybe like a light. Yeah, I'll stick with that. Didn't actually know I owned this. I'm gonna favourite that. I quite like Dragon Lord. Right, so I've filtered the wheels so they only come up with the orange ones. So let's see what wheels I'm gonna use. And I have orange OEM. Should I just use the orange OEMs? Oh, but what the hell are they? What in God's green earth is that? They are horrible. I think I'll just use orange OEMs. I would use the Cristianos, but I've already used those multiple times. I have orange standard because it's just standard, isn't it? I only have two, so I haven't got a great choice. And I think I'm going to use the light show one. So that is the preset done for the orange car. And I think it's pretty decent. It's a good decal. It's an alright colour to use. And it's literally the team name. The team name is Orange Team. So I actually rate this car quite highly. If you was to make an orange car, I would probably use this like the main car, but I don't think I'd use orange OEMs. I'd probably use like normal Cristianos, black Dices, black Sterns, or black OEMs probably. That's what I would use. So, without wasting any more time, let's get on to the next colour. Right, we have yellow now as the next colour, and I don't think I've actually ever used a yellow car. So this is going to be fun. I don't usually use the colour yellow, I have to admit. So this one might take a while, as I'm not used to creating yellow cars, because, if I'm being quite frank, yellow is not the greatest colour, to use on Rocket League. So there's not many shades of it, and the shades for are yellow. Just horrible. To be honest, they're just not great. For the decal, I'll probably use, I don't know what I'm going to use. We'll quite like that. I'll favourite that. What in God's green earth is that? Eee, that's bright. I'm not too sure what to use here. I think I might. That's quite nice. It's obviously not yellow, but what the hell is that? Wait, let me just have a look at this. Can I? What? That's quite nice. I might use that on other cars. I think. Where is it? Where was it? Oh, is it gone up here? Yeah, here it is. I think I'll use. What was that? Constella. I think I'll probably use this. And use a darker yellow. I mean, that's quite nice. And then we'll get onto the wheels. So I filtered it so it only comes up with the yellow wheels, like what I've been doing. So yeah, let's choose some wheels. Let me just move that around a little bit. I won't use Cristianos, I use those too many times. These are quite decent. I don't know what they are though. They're alright. To be fair, all I have is these NAF Battle Pass wheels. And these aren't half bad. Well, if I said that, they're actually horrible. They'd be pretty decent if they didn't have that. You know, this fire bit was in the middle. If they didn't have that. If that was just like yellow or black, that'd be pretty decent. I think I'm going to use these. Oh, wait, let me look at these. No, I'll use these. And then boost. I have saffron. Yeah, standard yellow. Choose from. And I don't think I've used checkered flag. Wait, so it's just a hand. I've got two of these. I just use countdown. So this one's not actually yellow. It's just the hand what's yellow. So yeah, I'll stick with the countdown. Gold explosion. So this is the yellow car. I didn't have the greatest choice of wheels, if you want me to be honest. But I don't actually think this has come out too bad. It's pretty decent. The wheels aren't that bad, to be fair. These are probably, I probably chose the best ones other than the Cristianos, but I've used those twice already. Just thought I'd be a bit different. So yeah, I think this is pretty decent. And we'll just move on to the next colour. Right, we have the colour green now, and I have to say, this is my favourite colour. I love the colour green. It's been my favourite colour ever since I was young, and I've just stuck with it. However, on Rocket League, I tend to just still use blue. I don't really use green, unless I create like a nice preset or something, for example. So yeah, let's see if I can create a nice preset, and let's make a decent green car. The decal I'm going to use on the green car will be smoke screen. I have an idea. Ooh. That's, wait, let's change this to it. Yep, that's it. That is it. I like that. So I filled it so it comes up with all the green wheels and lime wheels, as lime is basically green, let's be real. Let's choose a pair of wheels. Well, a set of wheels, not a pair. I thought that said 6, 7. Shut up with this. I am an idiot. What the hell are they? I'm gonna use these, you know. These are pretty decent. Then we get on to the boost. Actually, I have quite a lot of green ones, but I believe there is standard green, and yes, there is. So I'll use that. Quite a lot to choose here. I think. What the hell is that? Don't even know. Is it gonna play? Oh, it was about to be fair. Oh wait, sorry. I don't know. Plasma ball. Boom. I'm just gonna go with bicycle. So that is the green card on. It's pretty decent. Not a big lover of the wheels, if you want me to be honest. But I don't have that many great green ones. So I'm quite obsessed about this, I have to admit. I can do better than this. So I'm gonna reset. And I'm gonna try again. So let's recreate the green preset. And I think I'm going to change the decal to parallax. And I'll filter it on the wheels so I can get a better pair of wheels. And I think I found one already. Yep, I'm done already. That was quick. I've already made a better green car than what I just had. But I've just quickly moved on from the wheels, so I'm going to actually double check to make sure there isn't any better ones. Oh, you know what? Screw it. I'm using the green Cristianos because I like the green. I wanted it to be a good preset, and I made a horrible one. And I've just made a decent one now. So, hey, if you ever make anything bad on Rocket League, you can just quite literally replace it within an instant. So, I've changed it. I made a better one. So let's not waste any more time, and let's move on to the next colour. So I have used quite a lot of time up on the green car. But I don't care, because green is my favourite colour. And I need to stop waffling. Bloody hell. Let's move on to the next colour. Right, we have brown. And I don't know why I've included brown in the video, but it's going to be a challenge. I'm up for a challenge. So, yeah. I haven't actually made a brown car in the game before. But there's always something new you can try. So let's create a preset. Starting off with the decal. And all of these are just changing to red. And I think that's because my secondary colour is red, so I'm going to change that to a brownie colour now. That's brown, I think. I think I might just use Tora. So I filled it to burnt sienna, which is basically brown. And I haven't got many choices, I have to admit. This is going to be a challenge, as the burnt sienna Cristianos do not go with the brown, or what I have on the car. I think I might just go with these. They are horrible, but let me see. There ain't really any better ones. They're all sort of like bronze, if you know what I mean. It's not really brown. No, I'll just stick with these. Glaives. Inverted. Never heard of them. And I don't have a brown boost, so I'm gonna have to use... I just use this one. That is one annoying sound. And for the gold explosion, we use Beast Box as... I don't know what else to use. So this is the brown car. There's not a lot you can do with brown, as the wheels aren't actually brown, they're like burnt sienna, which is more of like a bronzy colour, I believe. So I think I've done a decent job. If I had better wheels to choose from, I think it'd be quite nice, as the car itself is nice, the wheels just lay down. So I don't want to look at this terrible car anymore. Let's get on to the next colour. Right, we're on to the last colour of the video, and it's pink. I think a lot of people use the colour pink when it comes to creating presets in the game. And they usually change the paint finish to anodized or pearlescent, I think it's called. And then have the secondary colour as like orange. So it has like 2-colour effect on it. You know when oil and water mixes like in a river? It sort of has that effect to it, if you know what I'm talking about. So I'm going to stop waffling and start creating a preset. I'm going to use, let me just change the secondary colour so it's another pink already. Yep. I'm going to use Hextide, you know. Don't really use Hextide. I filled the wheels for the last time so they come up with the pink wheels instead of all the other colours. Wait. I make this pink very lighter. Where they go? Nah. They're pretty decent. But they're not, because I wouldn't use them. If they were like a different colour, they wouldn't be half bad. Kinda screwed. I'm gonna use pink Cristianos. But I don't really go. Change the decal. Ooh. I'm gonna stick with that, you know. Then, wait, there is pink standard, right? Yes. Oh my god, that's a lifesaver. 4 to choose from, and what am I gonna use? That one is black marker in it. Might as well. I'm not gonna even see what it is. I don't think I've ever used it. No, I haven't used it. Unless I used it once and didn't school. And that wouldn't surprise me if I actually done that, you know. Right. Let's analyse this. Because it's bloody beautiful. Why is it actually nice? I wasn't expecting this one to be one of the best cars in the video. This is probably one of the underrated cars in the video. You can't really do much with this. And I think I've done a pretty good job, as the wheels go with this front bit. And this back pink bit at the back, which is sort of like a purple. But I don't really change it. So I'm just going to leave it. Yeah. I mean, wait. Now that is... Let me make it like that. That is pink. That isn't purple, is it? Let me know down below if that is pink or purple. I think it's pink. It might be purple. Never mind. Yeah, I think this is a very strong car. I could have easily messed it up quite a bit, and I think I've done a pretty good job. So, yeah, I mean, I've done pretty well. Right, so now we've come to the end of the video. I'm just going to recap all the cars we've done. So, starting off with the blue one. Pretty nice, pretty nice. Now we have the purple one. The wheels don't really go with it, to be fair. But it's a nice contrast, I guess. The red one. This is pretty nice. I didn't think this would go like with the magma decal, but it actually has. Then we have orange. This one's probably the most simplest one in the video, but I still think it's pretty nice. Then we have yellow. This one's probably the most different one in the video, as I haven't used yellow before, like ever. Don't actually think I have used like the colour yellow to make a car. So yeah, green one, as you would have seen, I went back and changed it, which was quite valid as the one I had before wasn't very nice. I think this is pretty decent though. Yeah, brown, probably the worst car of the video. It's just the wheels what ruin it, to be fair. I think the car itself is pretty nice, but the wheels just let it down so much. It does have potential for me, to be honest. That's a mental thing to say about a Rocket League car. Then we have the last one we just done, which is pink. I believe this is the most underrated one in the video, but you never know. There was some better ones. Actually, you know what? I think this was the nicest one in the video, and also the most underrated one, because I didn't think this one was going to be nice, but it's pretty good. So yeah. Hope you guys all enjoyed this video, as I really enjoyed creating these cars, as it was really fun. Let me know down below what your favourite colour was and what your favourite car was. As I said in the intro, don't forget to like, subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss another video. Also, leave a comment down below on any future video suggestions, or whether you just enjoyed this video altogether and would like to see me do it again. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.